Scholars have spent a great deal of time trying to piece together clues about the Mayans' long-lost civilization. The early Spanish colonizers' eradication of the language has made deciphering hieroglyphs a difficult and laborious process. The Mayans who lived at Chichen Itza, like many other ancient civilizations, had beliefs and practices that were drastically different from our own. Their ceremonies and manner of life seem savage and gloomy to us, but it was the way they honored, spoke with, and appeased their deities. For the Mayans, death had a special meaning. Contrary to popular belief, they had a far more positive impression of it. During that period, suicide was sometimes desired and even celebrated, since people saw it as a necessary step on the road to the afterlife. The enormous scale of the ball court is one thing that sets Chichen Itza's Mayan ruins apart from those in Mexico, Belize, and Guatemala. These arenas were constructed to accommodate a large number of spectators who would enthusiastically applaud, while two teams competed in a one-of-a-kind activity that included flinging a tiny ball through a circular hoop using the hips. In one strange twist, the victorious team's leader was beheaded at the conclusion of a game where teams fought to the death. Carved onto the stones that surround the big ball court at Chichen Itza are representations of this kind of death, which was considered a tremendous honor. The sculptures depict armored warriors participating in the game, with one figure genuflecting with snakes dangling from his severed head, representing the blood spurting from his main arteries. The Mayans often engaged in ritual sacrifice. People routinely and regularly sacrificed blood during times of illness, drought, and hunger, because they believed it would placate the gods. Situated below the main pyramid, El Castillo, the enormous cenote, sinkhole, is one part of Chichen Itza that captivated early scholars and still does today. This spot clearly had great religious significance for the Mayans. Jade, which the Mayans valued as much as gold, was among many treasures that they placed into its depths. The Mayans may have seen this cenote as a conduit to the underworld and a meeting place between the rain deity Chak and the underworld. At the base of the cenote, along with priceless artifacts, were discovered hundreds of bones, among them those of several children. To placate the rain god and, maybe, end the Maya people's terrible drought, it is said that these victims were sacrificed and lowered into the cenote from above. The huge pyramids of Chichen Itza, particularly the Central Pyramid, often referred to as El Castillo, are thought to have housed further ritual sacrifices. Here, captives taken during battle would have been the most common victims at the top temple level of the pyramid. More artwork inside Chichen Itza captures the magnitude and savagery of these sacrifices. It depicts rows of posts bearing pierced skulls, a formidable sign of authority and a warning to visitors. Many visitors to Chichen Itza have reported seeing ghosts or shadow figures wandering the grounds and within the pyramids. Some think these are the damned spirits of those who were sacrificed here, destined to wander the grounds forever. Some have speculated that they could be priests who have remained to preserve their holy location. Another piece of evidence supporting this hypothesis is the claim that the observatory, rather than the temples of sacrifice, is the most paranormally active location in Chichen Itza. The Mayans were world-class astrologers because of their remarkable accuracy in predicting the future. This was a monumental undertaking, and it's possible that the dead are still carrying it out. There have been a plethora of further reports of paranormal activity in Chichen Itza. A lot of people have reported paranormal experiences, including cold spots, voices and noises that don't seem to be there, and even the sound of long-lost tribal chants. Unsettling experiences of spiritual attachment have also been recorded online by guests. Legend has it that long-gone ghosts have accompanied tourists home, where they continue to torment them in their nightmares.